Ready? We're going. All right, so this is my presentation about my project, abortion, legal right, moral wrong. So for my introduction, my personal story, I've never actually dealt with any abortions in my family. Most of my family is actually pro-life, so we've had arguments from time to time, but I'm also a huge believer in freedom. I mean, our country, I like to consider myself very patriotic, our country was founded on the beliefs of freedom. We didn't want to be taxed by the British, so we wanted to be free, we wanted to govern ourselves, so that kind of goes in with my personal story there. So the topic background of abortion is really the case of Roe v. Wade in the Supreme Court, 1973 Supreme Court case, citing the 5-4 decision, where they ruled that the 14th Amendment protects a woman's right to get an abortion. My view on abortion, I'm pro-choice. I believe in the right to good, open, and free abortion, well, not free abortions, but I believe hospitals should provide them, and they obviously have the right to not to. That's part of my third point there, is that there should be restrictions. You know, hospitals shouldn't be made, shouldn't be forced to, but I believe they should be open and accessible. That's really all on that one. In my review of literature, I found a lot of sources for my claim, because obviously abortion is a pretty hot topic, but a lot of my sources, they actually gave points to the other side of pro-life arguments. They actually gave a lot of points to that. And surprisingly, not a lot of them had a lot of political agendas pushed. I was kind of surprised by that. But to counterclaim, I asked Jake for some help on this, because I'm pretty informed about it, but not really. It kills a potential life starts at conception, and religion. Religion is a huge part of going against abortion, because religion makes your morals, your outlooks on life and problems and such, and people will take that very seriously, or seemingly so. So that kind of shapes what they think about abortion. On my first point, when can a life actually live? People say that life starts at conception. I personally disagree. Life can't start at conception, because life isn't sustainable until week 26 of the pregnancy. When you get to week 26 in your pregnancy, you have a minimum 50% chance of that baby living if you were to birth it at 26 weeks. So my argument is, I don't believe that life starts at conception, because it isn't sustainable until halfway through. So that's just how I view it. The next point, the mother's health. Whose life is more important, the unborn child or the mother's? And not only physical health, but mental health. Joshua Lang, he's a writer for the New York Times. He did a story back in 2014 about this woman in San Francisco who worked 5 part-time jobs and got knocked up by her ex-boyfriend who came through, and she found out way too late, and she was denied an abortion. So now she's living in the slums. She has enough money to not have food stamps, but not enough money to support her and her kid. And I mean, it's just a terrible situation. And if she was able to get an abortion, she wouldn't have to go to that English. That's the next point. The government has supported it. There have been 5 Supreme Court cases about abortion since 1973, Roe v. Wade, and only one of them the court and the Constitution has not supported. In that case, I believe it was Gonzalez versus Chardale. I could be wrong on that. But they did not support abortion because it was a partial birth abortion. The baby was already halfway through being birthed, and they had to kill it, and they said that's not right. And I completely agree. That's part of their restrictions I was talking about back in the introduction. You know, that's there should be restrictions. It's already partially birthed. You kind of have to do that. And recapping everything in my conclusion, I believe that there is substantial evidence to support my claim that abortion should continue to be a legal right, although there should be restrictions on it, and I believe that there should be more open acceptance for abortions.